Hello, I'm Roger Bisbee from the Skill Builder channel, and in this video I want to talk to you about upgrading your existing Euro cylinder to a smart lock. Now, smart locks have got several advantages over a standard cylinder, and it's no secret that a lot of these cylinders are particularly vulnerable. They can be broken into very easily. So people are upgrading these cylinders to a higher standard. So while you're upgrading, why not think about upgrading to a smart lock? Now, the smart lock I'm looking at today is the Avia from Mighton products. This is a top of the range lock which has been approved by locksmith associations. It really is the most secure smart lock you can get. Now I'm going to show you just how easy it is to swap over from your existing Euro cylinder and a multi-point locking system to the new Avia smart lock. Now, the first thing you need to check is whether your door is suitable for a straight swap over between your existing lock and the Avia smart lock. Now, this is a fairly standard Euro cylinder, and we have this multi-point locking system here. You'll recognize that, where the hooks come out top and bottom, also in the middle to secure the door. So this is just the kind of door that is ideal for swapping over. If you haven't got this kind of door, if you've got a timber door, traditional, and you want to incorporate a smart lock, then it's a job for a carpenter to route in this mechanism here, which gives you those multi-locking points, and that's a job that they would be able to do fairly readily. But for here, this doesn't even take a carpenter to do it. Now, this is the sometimes problematic cylinder. This is the bit that is so easy to just snap off. Not all of them. You can get high security upgrades, and you'll be glad to know that the Avia lock comes with the highest security cylinder that you can get, and that comes as standard with the lock, because the one thing they don't want you doing is to use their high security lock and then go and put in a substandard cylinder. So this is the TS007 3-star cylinder, which has been tested by the locksmith associations and the testing houses to certify it as a high security cylinder. And this would be the very minimum standard that you really want to apply, because if you want a secure door, you have to start with this component. You can retain your existing handle, but this one is a high security handle, and it's approved by Secure by Design. So any would-be thief would know straight away that if he's going to try and break through this, he's got his work cut out. So it's important that you line up these slots, in this case vertically, so that it lines up with those pins. So you're probably wondering how this thing is powered. Now, there are 4 AA lithium batteries in here, and they last over a year, and you will actually get a warning to tell you when they need replacing anyway. Now, that for me was the easy part. The bit I'm less familiar with, the territory that's a little bit more alien to me, is to pair this up with your Apple device. But happily, it comes with a key. So for old-fashioned people like me that still want to put a bit of metal in a lock, it's there. But what you can also do is open this with a key fob. If you want to let the cleaner in or the plumber in, then you can open this from anywhere in the world. Now, you might be slightly concerned with having your security, if you like, going up through the cloud. You know, we know people can hack their way into all kinds of things these days, but this is why Mighton have teamed up with Apple, because it gives you the highest encryption, the highest level of security that you can possibly get. And believe me, before Mighton were able to team up with Apple, they had to go through so many hoops to make sure that they weren't going to discredit the Apple system. It is the #1 security. Now, this may appear in the future on other platforms, but for now it's on the Apple system, and if it does appear on other platforms, you can bet your life that it will have the same level of security. So now I've fitted the lock, I'm just going to check the mechanical function of it, check everything's working there. Yeah, now that's locked, and we have to, from the inside, press the button. Now, I just mentioned this at the moment with this button, it's got this lovely flashing light. And if you've got kids, you'll know that anything with a flashing light and a button is a magnet for them. They just love pressing it. So what you can do is you can disable this flashing light so that it becomes less attractive to them. But that's one of those things, you obviously don't want the kids opening and closing the door all the time. But there you are. Very simple operation. You can hear the motor going around there, and what we will now do is to hook this up to the customer's phone or the iPad. Now happily, with this QR code and the app that you can download, it's a very simple job to do, because the last thing I want to be doing is explaining this to the customer. 2 days later they're phoning me up and saying, oh no, I can't operate it, I've forgotten how to do it. But with this, because you've got the videos in the app, you can go through them, and if they haven't got it first time, they can watch it again. And quite honestly, it's not that difficult at all, but it just has that reassurance that you can watch it over and over and get it right. So we're going to pair this up now so that it's linked up to their Apple devices. So here's the Avia app, and I've just opened that up, and then plus there, and then we're going to add an accessory. Right, so yes, this new lock, the lock's fitted, press that, and then yes, the device is flashing, press that, oh, and away I go, and it says scan that QR code. So that's easy, yes, I can see that, and away I go. So that's the cover on, and it's all operational. So all I've got to do now is hand the customer the keys and also the fob, and it's on their phone. It's all ready to go. And do you know what? I actually enjoyed fitting that. I didn't think I was going to. I thought it might be a bit too high tech for me, but piece of cake. I'll tell you what, there's a bit of technology that was a long time coming. Now it's as easy to open your front door as it is to open your car. That's progress.